Man, I've got to the point where you don't have to write positive about me. I'm smart enough to know if this guy has it out for me. An objective writer is going to write objectively. He's going to be fair. If you get the sense that somebody or a certain entity is not being fair, you understand what that is and you deal accordingly. I'm not gonna fight that beast, right? So I keep moving. You do what you do, man, no hard feelings, I'm gonna move on. When you get to the point where people don't have to write positive about you, then you know you're growing. And it's the thing though, if I do something or if I don't perform well, and you know, hey, write what you gotta write. I'm not saying you always gotta be positive. When you get the sense that it's something personal and it's never anything good, you just gotta chalk that up and keep moving, man. Enjoy your life and maintain your peace.
Why is the American fighter criticized so much and then you have Golovkin fighting the same guy that he criticized the fighder?
Man, I think you know the answer to that, man, the way you phrase that question. I don't really have an answer, man. I don't know. I can't. I don't. You know. Don't listen to the rumors, all right? All right? Everything on the internet is not true, all right?
Then it must be too real to touch. You'll never in your life try to knock the truth. The illest shit ever. Get ready, cause this is about to get heavy.
Trying to keep me out, trying to censor what I say, cause they don't like what I'm talking about. So it's wrong with the media today.
Prove I'm lying if I ain't correct.
What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Now, Canelo won his fight via 9th round KO on the Canelo versus Liam Smith card. They also had, since it's an HBO presentation, they had Sergey Kovalev and Andre Ward, who did, in between some of the fights, they had a conversation with Jim Lampley. He was the mediator and he spoke to both of them. I want to give my thoughts on what I've seen. For starters, I don't know what it is, but Ward, he's like a shapeshifter. When I was at his last fight, Alexander Brand, Sergey Kovalev was there. They did the same thing where Kovalev was allowed into the ring and they were next to each other. And for whatever reason, Andre Ward looked noticeably shorter. I was very close to the ring because I had the press credentials. But he looked a lot shorter. But at the press conference, I don't know, maybe it's just flat boxing shoes, I don't know. But at the press conference that they had, the press tour that they did in New York, and then also on this, he actually looks bigger than Kovalev, or about the same size, to say the least. So that's one thing, just a ego observation, something I noticed with the eye test. The guys are right about the same size. And then also I was trying to look, it didn't look like a Kell Brook Triple G situation. A lot of people said, oh, they're the same size. No, if you know boxing and you know how to gauge like weight and stuff like that, they were never the same size. Like, you know what I mean? Kovalev and Ward look about the same size and mass. Like Kell Brook, even though he was bulking up and stuff like that, it looked like he didn't look as wide as Golovkin. You look at Golovkin's back. Same thing with Canelo Khan. Look at Canelo's back and look at Amir Khan's back. And Khan has a big back, but just look at the thickness of the fighter. But I was really trying to size up both Ward and Kovalev, and they look kind of about the same build. Really, you know what I mean? You could tell they're in the same weight division now. So Ward was talking about how he's been at the division for a year now. He's ready. He's excited. Jim Lampley asked Andre Ward about, will this be his toughest test? He said, we'll see, November 19th. But he did admit that Kovalev is unlike any of his other past opponents. He said there's some people probably comparable, like the Kesslers and the Carl Froch, but each guy is their own independent fighter, and they have their own independent style, as does Kovalev. And then they asked Kovalev, is this your toughest fight? Kovalev, without hesitation, said yes. The other thing that was interesting is Lampley said, on your last fight with Isaac Chilemba, Kovalev, you didn't look like Kovalev to me. You didn't look like the same Kovalev. And then I talked to your manager, Aegis, and he told me you wanted to go 12 rounds with Isaac Chilemba. And he said, that's true. I wanted to go 12 rounds with Isaac Chilemba because I'm gearing up for a very tough fight with Andre Ward. So we want to get the rounds in. And to me, I don't know that I believe that. I think that was kind of the pace of that particular fight. But I really think Kovalev is a great finisher. And if he has it in him, he's going to get you out of there. He's not going to intentionally draw it on and go some rounds to, you know what I mean? He just has that killer instinct. I never seen him let a guy off the hook. So I don't believe that. I think he punched himself out. The pacing, maybe the hometown crowd. Because you notice, if you know anything about boxing, like study it like I do, you notice every time, not every time, but Kovalev, when he's fought in Russia, they haven't been his best performances. I think he has a draw on his record, and that was in Russia. And then obviously the Chilemba wasn't his best work, right? So maybe it's something with the crowd, but I really don't think he went 12 rounds on purpose. Maybe he didn't mind going 12 rounds because he knows what type of fight he's in, and he knows Andre Ward is proven to be resilient, but I don't think it was an intentional. And I don't know if I'm looking too much into it or if he was implying that, but I don't think that was the game plan. They hurt Chilemba, and then he's just durable and crafty, and they couldn't get him out of there. That's what I personally think, because he already had 12 rounds with Bernard Hopkins, who a lot of people compare to like an Andre Ward, like an older version of Andre Ward. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like Deontay Wilder versus Bermane Stiverne, a guy with all knockouts, and he had never been the distance before until he fought Bermane Stiverne. Kovalev has already been the distance before Chilemba, so he knows what it's like to go 12 rounds, which is my point. So I don't think that was by design. I think that's just kind of how that fight played out. Chilemba, crafty, he's in shape, and he had never been stopped before, so that's just the cards that he was dealt, and he couldn't find a way to get him out. And I think Kovalev punched himself out. He said he's going to be with John David Jackson all camp training in California in Oxnard. I don't know, but I think he uses Robert Garcia's gym, but it's going to be interesting. November 19th, great fight. I'm probably going to make it out to Vegas for that particular fight. I'm looking forward to it. Both guys are focused. Another thing that was interesting to me is Ward. He says, I never stopped training since my last fight. I'm a gym rat, so I always got to be in there. And I've been in the Ward gym. He is not lying. He's really not. Like I said, he was in shape 2 days after the official announcement of Alexander Brand. You can say, oh, he knew about it about a week and a half before. But again, that shows the different level of separation and dedication, because there's a ton of fighters who they know they're negotiating and they're likely to fight a guy, and they're not doing anything to get in camp or to get in shape right then and there. They wait till the official announcement, till the press tour is over, and then when their training camp officially starts. Ward, he's year-round. This is a year-round thing to him, and I asked him about this at one of his media days somewhere, and he said this is not, you know what I mean, this is a lifestyle. And it was interesting because Kovalev, he said he's starting training camp tomorrow, which would be today, Sunday. So you guys let me know what it is. I think Ward being in shape and disciplined year-round definitely gives him an edge in that department, as opposed to Kovalev, who I don't know. I think he's a very skilled boxer. I think he's a good fighter. Clearly has the power, but I don't think he's a gym rat. I mean, everything he's doing is like just natural ability and power and what he's learned through the amateurs and stuff like that. So we'll see who has the willpower to pull through in this fight. Both fighters are good fighters. This is an even match. Ward said it himself. He said most casuals and boxing experts believe this is a 50-50 fight. So I'm looking forward to it, man. This is the best fight of this year in terms of meaningful, pound for pound number one. Whether it's Kovalev, whether it's Ward, this person will be a champion, and they deserve all the praise in the world if it ends in the standard conventional way. No politics, no BS, anything like that. Two undefeated fighters. Let's get it. Drop your thoughts on this bout in the comment section. New media. Make sure you like my video as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video, is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.